Mr. Brisport, I think what he's asking is for you to push it.
There it is. There it is. There it is. What's going on, B1 family? So I apologize about the audio. As I was recording and doing this video, there's peaks and valleys based on who's where and where the device is trying to pick up the audio. So I tried to make it as even as possible. So if it seems to fluctuate a little bit throughout the video, it's because I was trying to make, manually go in there and bump up the audio and boost the audio in certain spots. So once again, appreciate you guys. All credit to the Black Authority for galvanizing B1 family to be boots on the ground. Tap in. B1 family, what's going on? So I just want to bring this to your attention. I don't know if you saw this, but shout out to Uncle JB. I call him Uncle JB. I've called in a few times. He knows I call him Uncle JB. Hopefully I don't get yelled at too bad when he sees this. I'm gonna make sure I throw a link up there for this. And I believe I shared it on, just in case I didn't, I'm gonna share it again right now. We're gonna do it in real time. All right, if I try to pull up King, he'll get on me because he doesn't like to. He said it before. I have no ego to inflate or offend. He is the Black Authority will pull up. I'll say that. Boom. So we do that to show some love and respect. But I want to go over this because family, y'all pulled up and you asked questions. I don't know about this gentleman right here. He looks like he might be African descent. But the brothers with the cameras pulled up and he did this live. He streamed this on the 7th. Today's the 9th at 11 a.m. here in Texas. And we had snow. It's cold as all get out.
Not as we can. So what we're ultimately pushing for, not just in the state, but nationwide, that we get an anti-Black crime bill passed. That would pretty much prevent these cops from doing what they did. Okay. The brother Brooks in that prison and
boom. You see, straight to the point. No fluff. And I do understand it takes a time to get the courage up when you're in person, when you're looking at someone, to say the thing that you want to say without soft shoeing it, softballing it. And I don't want to offend anybody. I love that we're at that point now where it's like, I'm not worried about offending you. If me not offending you means there's a target on my back, I have 2 black sons and I have a black daughter. I got a black mom. If not offending you means there's going to be a target on their backs, I don't care how the size. I don't care if it's a tiny target, big target, it's still a target. Something for somebody to say, I want to snuff that child's life out for the sake of white supremacy. I'm not finna let that happen. I'm not finna sit by and just be like, well, I just, no. I'm gonna say the hard thing. I'll be respectful about it, but I'm gonna say the hard thing. And I love this brother said the hard thing. Anti-Black hate crime bill, not a, hey, we need a hate crime bill and leave it ambiguous and kind of open-ended in a broad spectrum. No, he got straight to the point. I love that.
many others because this is not fair.
Yeah. Okay, I'm really interested in that. I have
to support the murderers being charged with murder and nothing less.
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as the anti-hate crime bill.
So he might be FBA, but he might be supportive of FBA. I'm just going by aesthetic. Of course, you see, it's a stream. When you're streaming something, it's not always at the highest quality, especially if you're doing it off your phone. That's a lot of bandwidth and that's a lot of information being sent from the phone to wherever it's streaming to. So, and they're in the building, so it's not going to be super crystal clear. So we can't ask for that.
Do you support that? Would you support?
I haven't seen one. I like the idea a lot. I guess I'll look at the one that was done.
Mr. Brisport, I think what he's asking is for you to push it. What we're asking for.
Boom. Oh, love it. Now we put the onus on him. We put the ball in his court. We're asking for you to do it, Mr. Brisport. This is Assemblyman Brisport. Shout out to the Black Authority. He's no stranger to pulling up on people. He tried to pull up on Roland a few years back. Roland, as big as he was, as big as he is, somehow was able to dip, duck, and dodge and get up out of there before he had to have a coming to Jason moment.
For you to create an anti-black hate crime bill and push that. That's what we want to see from you, because I get your mail all the time. Okay. And if you want to continue to get my vote, you're a couple years older than me. Mm-hmm. So if you want to continue to get my vote, this is what we're going to need from you guys. Mm-hmm. We don't even care how far it goes. I just want to know that you're on.
I wish he would have said that. We don't care how far it goes. I think that's a little bit of nerves, and I understand it. It's different when you're sitting here and recording a reaction for people to see than being in front of the individual and having to say it. Sometimes we are a family. Let me say this, and we are in a tempest of mindsets. A lot of us grew up in a church or grew up in environments where you don't say that's mean. Don't be that mean. Don't say that's nasty. Don't say this. Don't do that. We're inundated with that growing up. So we kind of bite our tongue and bridle our tongue, even for simple requests. Making sure you are in a state of mental well-being is a simple request. However, we're so accustomed to how do I ask it and make it feel like it's nice? And in our heads, we don't often get the response we need. So I'm not judging, brother, because if I was there, would I have done any better? I'm from Texas, I'm not a native New Yorker. I'm not a native at all to New York. I've never been to New York, sadly enough. So would I have done better? Would I froze up? Would I even have the courage to approach him and even stream this? So I can't get on brother too much because I'm not there. It's easy to do it from this chair. It's easy to do it where I can film it and I can click and tap my mouse and edit it up and make it look pretty and then present it to you guys. It's nothing when your boots on the ground. So shout out to these brothers for even going up there and asking a question. I just wish he wouldn't have said that. How far it goes, because now they could give him quoting out. Well, I put it out there, and they could try to set up to be sabotaged like Gavin Newsom did last year.
On the side of justice. Yeah. So let's get that man, not just him, because we're here talking about a school, and that's great. Mm-hmm. But these kids are going to grow up and enter into a world in which they're going to encounter racism and white supremacy. So what are you going to do to change that? And that's basically what we're asking.
For the hate crime bill, just to be totally anti-black hate crime bill.
I love that sister corrected that. I love that. But that's the beautiful thing about going to numbers. Like, they're not being hostile. They're not, you see he's calm. He's a little bit nervous because he's getting asked direct questions where you have to give direct answers back. But you can tell the brothers and sisters didn't come up there with hostile energy like, yeah, you better do something. We're going to do something to you. No, they just came up, hey, we're having an honest, serious conversation. And he said the hate crime bill, and the anti-black hate crime bill. I love it. I love it. That's why you need to have a black woman with you. I'm sorry. Family, I'll be honest with you. I tried to date a white girl in high school. It never went. I tried it. It's like trying to put a left shoe on your right foot. It ain't never worked. That's why you need a black woman. Because when you're thinking that she gonna say it, that's what I'm talking about. You feel me? You feel me?
I'll be totally frank. I thought it was a crime too. So I'm gonna.
Are you talking?
Okay, so it kind of buffered right there. Let's see if we can make it out what he said.
Black hate crime bill. I'll be totally frank. I thought it was a crime too. So I'm gonna.
Are you talking?
Okay, I wasn't able to make it out yet. It buffered right in there, kind of jumbled up his words on our end. So and that's just cell phone, being in the building. It's not like being connected to Wi-Fi.
Are you talking? Specifically like black men. If you look at them cross-eyed, they can bring you up on charges talking about you've been insulted. Don't you can't bump into them. You can't even yell at them.
She's right. She's talking about the anti-Asian hate crime bill that they said wasn't a hate crime bill for Asians specifically, like Roland. Head ass. So I love that, and he's trying to get a look like, come on, now, brother. You know what we're talking about.
And we are hurt, harmed, deleted more than any other group.
Facts.
But everybody else is have anti-defamation, and everybody else has protection. We need protected status because we cannot continue what started in slavery time going on right now here in
Facts. And we have dealt with this to a degree. Nobody's harming Asians like that, except for Asians. Don't care if you get mad. Nobody's harming Asians like that except for Asians. If Asians was being harmed by, quote, black folk, like they said, they wouldn't have beauty supply stores, which is crazy. Their head checks is nothing like ours. They wouldn't have beauty supply stores in our neighborhoods. And in the hood, let me say that. It's not even the neighborhood. It's the hood. They have beauty supply stores in the hood. They have convenience stores in the hood. You don't see us burning down nothing they got, gaffling them up like that. So that's nonsense. But they get a hate crime bill before us. Okay.
2025.
Right. Okay, so I'll take a look at the one. I'll find the one that was for Asians and see if there's.
We want an anti for black.
But
Demand on
I want to get to the point where they're going to ask him a specific question, and I love that they did it. I just didn't write down when they asked him that.
Because we are the lion's share of people who are targeted, not only online, but also offline as well.
Right. And again, we're here talking about schools and children growing up. It's a baby right here.
So you can find it.
Unarmed, unjustified, and that is not something to an slavery.
For some of the things we have the Black Panthers, they forced but now it's in a public house jam, he can't open it. But it's like we've never dated.
They moved the goal right here. We have got to
gonna get more. They're gonna post bill. They didn't even.
Now, if it seems like he's not as, if it doesn't seem like it connects what we're saying as much as you think it should, there's a reason for that. And I'm trying to find it. I'm glad he put chapters up here, but I didn't write it down for him. So that's a faux pas on my part. Lord. That's a faux pas on my part.
Arrest them. So like they didn't initially arrest Daniel Penny.
Yep.
You understand? There had to be some type of public outcry in order for him to be prosecuted. You understand? So we see this as a common play. We see this as a common pattern, and it has to stop. And we just here because you're an elected official community, and we want to voice our opinions as we're looking for your help, sincerely and genuinely.
It's so important that you know that we are serious about this. Elected. We are constituents. And
yes, we are.
What we need.
That's what we should be doing.
And what is absolutely necessary.
Gotcha. Thank you. And I'm not trying to swerve anybody or anything. I have not seen I don't know what the language of the anti-Asian one is, so I'll look at that and then see what we can do to make on that.
He's nervous because he's never been here before. You can tell by it. It's stiff. And he's like, these are thoughtful, well-articulated, well-directed, non-hostile questions. There's no hostility. You may hear concern. You may hear some seriousness. You may hear some directness, but it's not hostile. Because that means there's passion behind it, but there's not like some weird emotion behind it where it's like, I don't know what to do and I want to cry and I want to be held and I want to be hugged. It's like, no, I know what to do. I'm not going to cry. I know how to direct my energy and not let it be dissipated. and he's never been here before. You hear the other brother say, "You're only a couple years older than me," so he looks fairly young, dude. You know what I'm saying? He might be in his 40s, like early, maybe mid 40s, maybe. Because I'm 40 myself, and outside of the gray hairs right here, you probably couldn't tell. I'm just a big dude. So I'm trying to get to this point. I hope I didn't skip it.
Definite penalty for hurting us, for harming us, for deleting us, for killing us, for no good reason. And then we turn around and the people who have harmed us are hailed as heroes.
Yeah.
This has to stop now. Talking about mandatory minimum sentencing, that type of language in the bill, like having the wrong with work, like no parole. We have to be serious about this kind of thing. And take away their pensions too. That is correct.
Oh, yes. Start tearing up their pockets and watch it stop. Because for the dominant society, what's the benefit if you ain't gonna collect the bag for it? There's the physical, emotional satisfaction of I gun down the N-word, et cetera, et cetera. But if you can't collect the bag, after you can't retire, you can't, I'm going to get this money and skate off to the sunset. I can write a book. No, we hit in the pockets. Now it's like, dang, I want to, but shoot, there's no reward in it. When you take away the reward of white supremacy, well, they still may practice it, but I think it would be less because it's like, okay, if I'm going to do this and then not only can go to jail, but lose all the money, like my kids are going to have to grow up ghetto, they may reconsider. Maybe. Now, some folks just downright evil, and it is what it is.
So like what Senator Schumer is pushing for, for there to be anti-Semitic. We want all of that and more because we historically in this country, all right, we have been harmed.
Yes. Yes, we have.
Anything else since Holocaust, and it is still get a slap on the wrist and get moved to some supremacist.
When there's a bill to hand vote, I'm going to add to the list of groups that they're not even subjected to the.
Hold on, can I pull up a transcript? I pull up the transcript.
And I just, y'all know if y'all in my district.
Okay, so guy needs, so I did skip it.
That represent, the fewer people over there. And I just, y'all know if y'all in my district and communities to send fewer people over there, the correct law, but we're doing things to that we're working qualified immunity for people so they can.
Why place elsewhere they can repeat those things? They will be centuries long. All right, we want all of that, and that's what Schumer is pushing for. Correct? No, but he ended up dying.
Somebody say he looked rainbow.
Penalties.
I have
necessary.
Gotcha. Thank you. That the language of the anti-Asian one is, so I'll look at that and then see what we can do to.
He's not listening to him. Chili Mo Slim says that.
Penalties for hurting us, for harming us, for deleting, for killing us, for no good reason. And then we turn around and the people who have harmed us are hailed as heroes. This has to stop now.
I'm looking in the chat, family. I'm trying to see if I can my brother called me. I cut the call back after I done it with this, family. Black empowerment first. I can get in touch with my brother in a second. They found that not sensing or picking up any indignation or simmering rage with this guy. Since DSC, I said that, family. I said he his language, body language is saying that, hey, I've never been in before. He is uncomfortable, but he's not. He's not like super uncomfortable. Some people like the brother that was in California, when they was coming by, we got pictures of you with the Trumpers. Yeah. That brother was super uncomfortable. Like, how they get past all y'all to get to me? to ask these questions. That other brother on the video I did, I'll try to put it in the card up here. He looked rainbow. I'm trying to find. I want him to say it. I want you guys to hear him say it. Because when I heard him say it, I said, "Oh, okay, that's what it is."
This Holocaust went on centuries longer than anybody else's Holocaust, and it is still being done today. And then when people are already in law enforcement, they get a slap on the wrist and get moved to someplace else where they can repeat those famous acts, which are totally white supremacist rituals.
What Professor Black Truth say? I think TBA says as well. They don't get fired; they just get relocated. They don't get fired; they just get relocated.
They have qualified immunity, so they can just, just get off scot-free. It's weird, but there's a bill to end qualified immunity for police officers. There's a lot of things that we're working on. I'm going to add to the list of things to look into the anti-Black hate crime law, but we're doing things to get more people out of prisons so that they're not even subjected to the corrections officers, ways to, we're investing in communities to send fewer people over there. And I just, y'all know if y'all in my district, I represent, Bed-Stuy, Ocean, Brownsville, so I represent some of the parts of New York City that send the most people to these places. So I'm always looking for ideas and suggestions for ways to keep people.
Well, this is the big idea we want you to get a hold of, because we all are tired of being killed and
Okay, fam, I think I missed it, but one of the brothers asked me saying, "Where you family from?" My family's Guyanese. I was like, "Ooh, there we go." And it might have been earlier. Let's see.
Down with what we've been hearing, a lot of people from incarcerated there is that kind of violence is like, I have Dr. Brooks was caught camera, but
it's very prevalent. It's prevalent.
So we're saying this, that let's close down Marcy Detention Center.
So just officially, where do you stand as far as the prosecution of cops? Are you calling for them to be arrested, prosecuted?
Yes.
For their crimes? And then also, where do you stand for an anti-Black hate crime bill similar to what the Asians got in 2020 and 2021? To where if anybody of Negro descent, Black descent is murdered unjustly, like we see with Robert Bridge, Sonny Massey, I mean, the list goes on. I don't know things that's happening. Correct. For our brother Neil Jordan.
Right.
The bill should have them prosecuted. They shouldn't get immunity under the law, because if you understand, during Obama's, the second term of Obama's administration, there was an FBI memo released stating that various white supremacist organizations have infiltrated law enforcement throughout America. And Obama's administration, and he had a so-called Black.
All right, fam, I'm listening because I think I skipped. I think I got it ahead of myself. But I want to get, if I can't find it, if I find it later, I'll comment. I'll put in the comments of this video a timestamp where he says I'm Guyanese.
The state attorney general, and they never went after him. So now here we are years later, almost a decade later, and we see this all the time, and it's becoming too much. We don't want to, respond in a non-appropriate way. We're trying to handle this as civilized as we can. So what we're ultimately pushing for, not just in the state, but nationwide, that we get an anti-Black crime bill passed. That would pretty much prevent these cops from doing what they did. The brother Brooks in that prison and many others, because this is not fair.
Facts.
Okay, I'm really interested in that. I
support the murderers being charged with murder and nothing less. Okay.
I love that. I love that.
I hate crime bill. Do you support that? Would you support?
I haven't seen one.
Okay, I think I skipped it.
To push it. Okay. That's going to continue to need justice. Cool. They're going to encounter basically where we're at.
If you look at them cross-eyed, they can bump into them. You can't even yell at them. And we, more than any other group, than everybody else has protection. We in slavery time go
look at the one. I'll find the one that was for it.
Because we are the lion's share of people who are targeted. Not only because we are the lion's share.
And again, her growing up, if she's going to enter the yes, and you 100%.
Okay, I'll find the
Check back with him.
Foundation of Black American Descent.
here. No, my
There it is. There it is. There it is. Patience is a virtue. Being anxious just might hurt you. We on it, family. Here's the word. Got your knees, family. Timestamps, so you can click it. Timestamps, family. That's the only thing with when you're doing it on here. You can't, just kind of hit up in the comments. Boom, boom. So here, listen up.
my family is Guyanese.
Guyanese?
Okay.
Now we don't persecute him for that, but it also helps us get an understanding. If you want to know why he doesn't have, not even see his chest kind of swollen up, because even if you are still being professional, understand you can't be emotional when you're making decisions. As a politician, we as FBA, we have a natural reaction when we know there's injustice. Yes, we have to keep it contained, because having an emotional outburst as a politician, I'm not going to vote for you. Because when it comes to making a decision, you're not going to get nothing done. It's going to be all emotion, no business. So being able to balance your emotions with the business aspect of politics, so policies can be properly done that'll benefit us. You got to be able to quell your emotions and check your not quell, but check your emotions to get the job done. So I want you guys to see that. Make sure you go back and listen to it. I believe this goes from the 22-minute mark, roughly 22-minute mark to I'm trying to see how long they question them, so you guys can go and look at that. I don't know if Uncle JB is gonna go back and put more timestamps in here, which is time consuming, family. So if you don't see timestamps like that, you can't be upset with them.
What we need.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Who's this sister? Hold on, wait a minute.
You post no black vote. Yeah, and if Brisbane don't do it right, he's gonna lose too.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
Yes.
So I was going to cut off the video. I didn't get a chance to finish all this. Like I want to go back in. I want you guys to listen to it as well. Let's get these numbers up. Let's put more eyes on this. But I want to see who. We're gonna listen to this portion, see who this sister is that walks up, and then we'll close it out.
Children bringing children up in school. What's the point of educating these children if they're gonna be slaughtered in the streets?
Facts.
So
Facts.
we need to stop that now.
And our votes are a transactional experience.
Absolutely.
Yes. Quid pro quo. This for that. If you like going to work all day and they give you a hug at the end of the pay period, that's you. If you like going out and completing a task and getting a pat on the head, that's you. But for foundational Black Americans, the lineage, we want something for our vote. We want something for our time. We want something for our energy. We want something for our dedication. If you want all these things, you want to give us something back. Damn a pat on the head. Damn a pat on the back. Damn a hug. Damn an acknowledgement. I don't want no participation trophy. I want tangible results. We want tangible results. It is what it is.
Cannot take our votes for granted.
That's why
We are here. That's exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Not going to
Yes.
take votes for granted.
Yes.
Without
Yes.
us
Yes.
demanding what we are.
All right.
Yeah, and if Brisbane don't do it,
Hold on.
tangibles, no black vote.
No tangibles, no black vote.
Yeah, and if Brisbane don't do it right, he's gonna lose too. Yeah.
Beautiful. Because Gavin Newsom, your days are numbered. Oh, your days are numbered. You don't think so? California ain't forgot. Shout out to the California fam. Actually, shout out to the California fam. I know you guys got the fires going on in LA. Hopefully the FBA fam is all right. Hopefully your family, your extended family is all right. You guys will be able to get up out of there. I think it's in the Palisades and other areas. I'm not too familiar with Los Angeles. The furthest I've been in California is Pacifica, San Francisco, Oakland, and no, I don't even think I was in Oakland. It might have been Sacramento. I think I was in Oakland. I was able to be in Oakland. So that's the most I've done in California.
Now, are there any other politicians that keep the same way as you?
Am I gonna be in your video? Sir?
State Senator Salazar runs the committee on press.
Okay, there's her saying if I'm gonna be in your video. Yes, you are, sister. You are.
He is speaking the letter to call for the closure of the facility and has also made numerous statements about it. Can I give out some
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I'm so sorry. I'm Principal Malcolm, the principal of the Diva Prep. So this was a meeting regarding a school, the state.
Okay, it's okay, she's a principal. Okay, that's what that is. All right. I just want to see who that was. And I get it. She has to do what she has to do for a job, because the school district. I used to work for the school district. I actually used to drive for Fort Worth ISD school bus. So yeah, school district can be a little touchy. However, I love that the family pulled up on his brother, even though it's inopportune as far as what was going on prior. Black empowerment can't wait. There's no perfect time to exact Black empowerment, family, and I hope you know that. Take that with you, and thank you guys for checking in, or thank you guys for sticking with me as we get all this stuff handled. Update real quick. My brother, after with the support of the FBA family online, Facebook, TikTok, and here on YouTube, my brother's been able to get my niece Ed on his scheduled days. No issues. There's been no issues since that. And like I said, I hate to try to, have them put the pressure on people like that and clamp down. But that was a situation where, you deny a father being in his daughter's life, and he's not a weirdo. If my brother was a weirdo, I wouldn't even, give him the time of day. But not a weirdo, and you deny him that because whatever, quote, going on with the mom and this, that, and the other. No, we're not doing that, family. So once again, thank you all for your support. I love you guys. Hopefully, if you're in Texas, you stay warm. Like I'm trying to. If you're anywhere else, if you're in California, hopefully your family's safe from the fires. If you are anywhere where there's some natural disasters going on, family, hopefully you are safe. I always let them know that we are a lineage and not a group. Keep it B1.